And good evening, Savannah and the Low Country. And, of course, the Coastal Empire. Welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live. There we go. I had a double feed here, so I'm trying to get everything straightened out. But once again, let's take two. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here live on the Coach's Corner Soundgarden stage, because the Karl DeMasi Sports Report is part of the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We're going live. It's a Wednesday night. Had last Wednesday off. Had my last game at Islands High School as coaching at Islands High School. So not giving up coaching yet. So I'm not fully retired, but I'm glad you could be here. It's great being back. The week before, I had to do it in my man cave. Not fun. There's nothing like being here at Coach's Corner. As they say on Rubbin' and Grubbin', the other Coach's Corner Sports Network show that goes on right before me, okay, it's the center of the sports universe. You got to love it. You got to love it. And it's great being here. It's tough doing it from home. Just, I know there's not a lot of people here, but there's that ambiance of being at Coach's Corner. It's just something special. It's the best sports bar, sports restaurant in town. You can't beat it. I don't care what anybody says. I'll go shot for shot for you on that one. It's just a lot of fun being here. And it's Wednesday night now. I used to do Saturday mornings for the longest time, from the radio to the internet. Now I switched it to Wednesday night so I could have a little free time, getting towards that. Need a little time to spend with the family. So Saturday mornings, Saturday doing stuff with the family is what it's all about. So, but I'm glad I could be here Wednesday nights. Got a great lineup for you, okay? Always start off about 7:15 with the Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. This young man has had a phenomenal career at Benedictine Military School. Okay, I'm talking about their star baseball player. He's been a standout since he's been a freshman. Okay, and that's Parker McCoy, who verbally committed to go play at North Carolina. Well, he signed already to go play at North Carolina. So he'll be a Tar Heel going to the next level. Just a lot of kids going to Vanderbilt, North Carolina. I mean, big-time baseball programs. You got to love it. And about 7:40, 7:45, I'm going to bring on the kid. That's right. Many years ago when I was on ESPN Radio Savannah, he was a senior in high school, Deering Award winner, Finney-Caro Award winner, everything. Went on to play college football. He's back in town giving back. He's working in, the Chatham County Parks. He'll get me straight on that. But the kid, Javonte Middleton, we're going to talk what's going on. I mean, one of his wide receivers now is playing for the UFL, and that's, of course, Tyrone Scott. I got to get his interpretation. We got the NIL. We got, transfer portals. We got kids going from Savannah, Georgia to play big-time sports. So I want to get his perspective of it, and it's always good talking to the kid. So Javonte Middleton about 7:45. So I'm trying to keep track here. I got about 2 minutes. So it's going to be short and sweet for the introduction, because Parker should be joining me in a couple of minutes. So high school sports, we're in the playoffs, okay? We're in the playoffs. The soccer players and tennis playoffs, they're going big time. Check out the PretSportsPort.com, and that's where we got all the rundown of who won, who's playing who. Next week, we throw in baseball. That's right. Baseball's ending this week. So we got a bunch of teams in the baseball playoffs. You got to check that out. They'll be finishing up this week. Richmond Hill's already in. South Effingham is a lock. Islands High School is fighting for a spot with Burke County. They have to take 1 out of 3. They lost the first one last night, so they got 2 on Friday. BC's a lock. They already finished second place in 4A. Calvary clinched the region title last night. Bryan County was tied for first because of a tiebreaker. Okay, Metter is the number 1 seed out of the Class A D1 region. Bryan County will be number 2. Memorial Day School should be in. Habersham School should be in. So we'll get those teams outside of Georgia High School, Georgia Independent Athletic Association, and, of course, the Georgia Association of Parochial and Private Schools, which Habersham plays in. So check it out. Soccer, round 1 playoffs are going strong. Check it out. So, as I said, this is going to be cut short and sweet. I got a lot of information I'll bring back later on at the end of the show, so stay tuned and watch it. But you're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. I'll be right back with this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week from Benedictine Military School. We'll be talking to Parker McCoy. Got to thank the people who support me. Stay tuned, 3.5 minutes. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends. And of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden. Now, more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style. We are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, another body part hurts all the time. It makes you mad. The pain drives you crazy. You just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can. At the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Well, it seems like Parker is not linked in. Parker McCoy, welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. Second segment. This is where I do the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic after the week. I sent him the link. Just don't have his cell number to check it. So Coach dropped the ball on that one. So as Parker hopefully is trying to get in, we'll go over what I usually do in the first segment, talk about local sports, local news, what's going on in the Savannah area, and we'll go from there. So I usually call it 3 steps in the door. We talk high school, college, and then, of course, pro. So we'll go with high school, okay? Like I said, playoffs have started. Soccer and tennis. Baseball will start next week. As far as the school goes, as far as Georgia High School goes, okay, in 7A, Richmond Hill is in second place. They'll be the second seed out of that Class 7A Region 1. In Class 6A, Region 2, South Effingham is a lock. They'll be the 4th seed. Okay, in Region 5, Jenkins and Bradwell did not make or clinch a spot. In 4A, okay, Benedictine is the number 2 seed, so they'll play a home series next week. Islands and Burke are battling for the 4th spot. Islands just had to take one game. They lost last night, 9-6. They got to play a doubleheader up there in Waynesboro, Burke County High School, on Friday night. So, if they could pull off a big win there, right there, just one win, they'll be in the playoffs. In 3A, Calvary clinched the region title last night. Savannah Christian, Savannah Country Day, and Long County look like they'll be jockeying for positions 2, 3, and 4 in Class There's nobody in Class 2A. Windsor Forest did not make it. In Class 1A, Division 1, Region 3, Bryan County was tied with Metter at the end of the year, but with a tiebreaker, Metter gets the number 1 seed. In the Georgia Independent Athletic Association is right now pretty sure that Memorial Day School will be in the baseball playoffs. 1 second. This is annoying me. So it's not in, right? Gotta love live sports talk, whether it's on the internet or the radio. Okay, there we go. All right. So, like I said, Memorial Day School looks like that. And in the Georgia Association of Parochial and Private Schools, which is the Havisham School, they look like they're going to be in the baseball playoffs also. Baseball rankings in 3A, okay, Calvary is number 3, Savannah Christian is number 9. BC dropped out of the top 10. All right, in soccer, we had first-round playoffs yesterday. Mainly, a lot of it was the girls. Some boys teams did play, but in the Class A D1 classification, Bryan County girls beat Swainsboro. Great job with those Bryan County girls. They're on my they're not mine, but the Optimum Orthopedics, the Prep Sports Soccer Media Day. They brought the whole team. A lot of excitement over there for the Lady Redskin Soccer. The boys lost to East Lawrence. So the girls beat Swainsboro. They'll move on to round 2 next week. Bryan County boys lost to East Lawrence, so they're out. In Class 2A, not till Thursday, we won't see Savannah Arts Academy girls. They'll host Central Macon at Morris Field at 5 o'clock. And tomorrow in that Class A D1, Woodville Tompkins will be hosting Dublin, 5 o'clock at Savannah High Stadium, okay? All right, so Class 3A, St. Vincent's, big win over Jackson, 6-1. Savannah Country Day, boys and girls, both beat Upson Lee 5-0. Savannah Christian boys and girls beat Pike County 5-0. Calvary girls lost 5-0 to Mary Person. So St. Vincent's, Country Day, Savannah Christian are all moving on next week. In 4A, Islands girls and Islands boys will host tomorrow at Island Stadium against the girls will play Baldwin. The boys will play against Spalding. Benedictine will play home Friday, hosting Griffin at 5 o'clock. In the 7A, Richmond Hill boys and girls are hosting South Gwinnett tonight. The girls started at 5 o'clock. The guys start at 7. Don't have results for you. If you have results, just send it to me. You can send it to me right here. Let me get down here. Text it to me, okay? You can send stories and recaps or text me scores at 912-507-9158. I'd like to talk about it. Tennis playoffs, okay, all these teams, a lot of teams played last night, okay? In 3A, Country Days boys and girls won. St. Vincent's girls won 4-1. Savannah Christian boys and girls won. Benedictine boys won. Islands boys won. In 6A, South Effingham girls and Effingham boys won. And the Havisham School clinched the region title, so they'll start state playoffs next week. And congratulations to Michael Jordan, who was just announced as the head boys coach at the Havisham School. Michael's been the right-hand man of Chuck Campbell over at Johnson High School, and he was also assistant with Chuck Campbell over at Jenkins. So great for Mike to get that job. He's going to do a great job. He's been around high school basketball in this area for a long time. Congratulations to Michael Jordan, the new head coach at the Havisham School, the boys coach. Okay, soccer rankings: Richmond Hill girls undefeated. They're ranked 8th in 7A. Savannah Country girls are ranked 3rd. St. Vincent girls are ranked 7th. And in 2A, the Arts Academy girls are ranked 5th. In boys, Country Day boys, 3A, ranked number 1 in the state. Woodville in AD1 is ranked number 7. Lacrosse, BC is number 6. Lacrosse playoffs will start next week. Bass fishing, golf, okay, track and field all start in about 2 weeks. So that's why we don't have any scores about them. All right, big news. The Greater Savannah Athletic Hall of Fame announced their 2024 class. So here we go. So as far as the athletes go, you got to love this. The Greater Savannah Athletic Hall of Fame is unbelievable. Every year there's a bunch of top-notch athletes that are from Savannah, and they got citation awards. They got the top high school player they honor. So here we go. Athletes. Donald Chumley, Groves High School, class of 1981. Okay. He was drafted by the 49ers. He was Mr. Irrelevant. Okay. He was the last person chosen, but he wound up playing in the Canadian Football League for the Calgary Stampeders. All right. Chris Edge, Savannah Christian standout baseball player who played at the University of Georgia in 1999. Frank Kearse, Savannah High, Alabama A&M, drafted by the Dolphins in 2011, played 5 years in the NFL with the Panthers, the Cowboys, and Redskins. And Jason Shell, Windsor Forest baseball player, drafted by the Braves in 1995, 13-year professional career, 3 years in the major leagues with Atlanta, San Diego, and Boston. All right, Citation Award, given out to people who've made a difference in Savannah sports. Okay, Danny Britt. What can I tell you? You know about Danny Britt. Calvary Day School, Benedictine, state championship. Great guy. Great to get him into the greatest Savannah Athletic Hall of Fame. And Julie Jones, Savannah Christian, rated herself from many years ago. Unbelievable volleyball coach, over 800 wins, athletic director, you name it. She's done everything at Savannah Christian. She never left Savannah Christian. She's the other Citation Award winner. All right, the Calhoun Award goes to the top high school athlete, and the committee chose Luke Cromenhawk, who's at Florida State. I think he'll play in the spring game this weekend. Well-deserved. M. Spellman Award goes to a special group that has done something special to put Savannah on the map. No other than the Forest City Junior Gun Club, okay? They were the defending champions last summer, 3 straight years. Well, they could quadruple now. They've won 4 straight years as the top junior shotgun competition team in the United States for the Scholastic Target Program Association. Just great. So we got that. Now, the student athletes who won for various sports, okay? Will Hampton from Calvary was the baseball player of the year. Caleb Jones out of Benedictine, boys basketball player of the year. Ola Arschleig, she was the girls basketball player from Savannah Country Day. Jake Merklinger for football out of Calvary. He just played in the Tennessee spring game. Wesley Hooker, he's finishing up his senior year at Savannah Country Day as the top boys soccer player. Abby Walsh, only a junior like Caleb Jones. She's the top female soccer player. Then we go on to Peyton Livingston at Savannah Christian. She's the top softball player. And then Finn Higginbotham. She's the top volleyball. So that'll all happen May 6th, 6 o'clock. Get your tickets. Go to the Greatest Savannah Athletic Hall of Fame. It's going to be a packed house. A lot of fun. All right. Brian Harmon. Okay. Didn't make the cut at the Masters. But where is he? At the first place that he ever watched PGA golf and that he ever got on the tour, and that's at the Heritage, right across the bridge. They shut down Hilton Head for the whole week, so that's pretty exciting. All right, Savannah Ghost Pirates, okay? They finished, let me go back to Brian Harmon. Brian Harmon will tee off tomorrow in the first round at 120, and Friday in the second round at 10:10. Scotty Scheffler, the Masters champion, 2-time Masters champion. He's also a Heritage champion. He'll be there on the golf course. There's a whole bunch of plays on that golf course over at Hilton Head. You got to check it out. Savannah Ghost Pirates finished the season in 11th place. They were 30-34. Savannah Bananas are doing their world tour. They're 15-10. Party Animals then are 10-15. They just got back from Durham, North Carolina. They played at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. This weekend, they're going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, at the Rio Grande Credit Union Field at Isotopes Park, okay? And then the following weekend, they go to Mesa, Arizona to play at Sloan Park. So they're doing their Arizona-California trip. I think it's June 8th, sold out at Fenway Park. The Savannah Bananas are sold out at Fenway Park. Jesse Cole, a Boston kid himself, you got to love it, okay? Savannah Falcons are 2-4. They will play this Saturday at Memorial Stadium against the Bold City Bravehearts, who they lost earlier in the season. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff. All right, so that's all the news and notes and all the local scores that I can give you that's going on this week in Savannah. Let me take a break. Let me see if I can get Javonte Middleton on, and then hopefully I can get Parker on after Javonte. So stay tuned. I'll be right back. You're watching the Karl DeMasi Sports Report right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Be back in about 3.5 minutes, hopefully with Javonte. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game
At
day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, it comes in uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and the best prices on the biggest brands, Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, a nub body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game
At
day.
Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands: Under Armour, Adidas, and more. From baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still want some real New York Italian food? Bada bing, bada boom. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering is open at 7630 Skidaway Road, Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., serving breakfast and lunch right here in Savannah, Georgia. Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering has been serving the public for over 3 years. Now, if you want Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering goods delivered to your door, go online to SavannahTakeout.com or DoorDash.com, or just pick up the phone and call 912-354-2914. That's right, 912-354-2914. Kabish, and remember, we ain't New York style, we are New York at Rocky's New York Deli and Italian Catering.
Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic. Your back hurts, a nub body part hurts all the time, it makes you mad, the pain drives you crazy, you just want to pick something up and throw it across the room? If you can, at the Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic, you get complete chiropractic care and pain relief to help you move better, have a less painful life, and of course, achieve a healthier lifestyle. The Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic is now located at 2 locations in Savannah, Georgia, at 329 Eisenhower Drive and in Pooler at 114 Canal Street, Suite 603. So visit Dr. Bart Weatherington at the Weatherington Chiropractic Clinic for all your chiropractic needs.
Hold on, people. I'm taking a live phone call. Yes, sir. It ended 54 minutes ago. It says I'm. All right, hi, people. Just working out the problems here. So let me. I'm going to go to a quick commercial break again. I know you've watched it twice already, but I'm going to try and get these guys on. So I'll be back in as quickly as I get one of them to come on. So hang in there. Hey, sports fans, looking for the ultimate sports and entertainment destination in Savannah, Georgia? Look no further than Coach's Corner. At Coach's Corner, you'll find everything you need for a great time, including TVs everywhere so you can catch all the latest sporting events, an outdoor seating area, perfect for enjoying a drink or a meal on a warm day, a wide array of drink options from beers to cocktails, a comprehensive sports schedule so you can cheer on your favorite teams year-round, prompt service even when it's crowded, a fun and lively atmosphere perfect for letting loose with your friends, and of course, delicious food, from famous chicken wings, hamburgers, to delectable calzones and pizzas. Coach's Corner menu is sure to satisfy your cravings. In addition to all this, Coach's Corner also features an upgraded sound garden, now with more seats, more bars, and an upgraded sound system. It's the perfect spot for hundreds of fans to gather and enjoy the latest local bands, tribute acts, and rising stars. So what are you waiting for? Join us at Coach's Corner for the ultimate sports, music, and culinary experience. Coach's Corner can't wait to see you soon. Remember, Coach's Corner is located at 3016 Victory Drive, right in Thunderbolt, Georgia, and on the World Wide Web at coaches.net. Remember, Coach's Corner, where every day is game day.
At Calvary Day School, we want our students to be fully equipped and on the cutting edge of academics, making a difference in our world. Your child will grow academically, physically, socially, and spiritually. At Calvary, it is so good to say we are one school with one mission and one vision: faith, academics, excellence, and building champions through Christ. Calvary Day School, we consider it a privilege to meet with your family personally. Call Philip Lee, Director of Admissions, at 351-2299. That's 351-2299.
For over half a century, when it comes to uniforms, sporting goods, or trophies, Thompson's got you covered. From cleats to caps and best prices on the biggest brands: Under Armour, Adidas, and more. from baseball to soccer, volleyball to softball, and yes, football too. Every season starts at Thompson Sports Shop. From cutting and equipped at Thompson Sports Shop's new location, 6606 Abercorn Street, Suite 102 in Savannah. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and seasonal on Saturdays. At locally owned Thompson Sporting Goods and Trophies, come see where everyone is a winner.
Yo, you still.
And welcome back to the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, live here at Coach's Corner. Yes, we're having internet issues. Internets, as I like to say. So, for some reason, the link that I sent out to start the show said the show ended. But I got the man. I got the kid. This has been going on for a long time between me and him. Got to watch him play at Oglethorpe Academy, then at Jenkins, went up to the Citadel. I've been watching this kid all over the place, and he's nothing but one of the finest young men I've ever watched or talked to or been associated with. So he's joining me on the Coach's Corner hot seat. We know that he played at Jenkins High School, Finnecar Award winner, Daring Award winner, all-region, football, basketball, baseball, you name it, this kid did it, and I'm glad I can get him on here. Joining me now on the Coach's Corner hot seat, the man himself, not a kid anymore, Javonte Middleton. What's up, Javonte? How's it going? Okay, now your microphone's muted. We're just having a lot of fun tonight, Javonte, aren't we? Can you hear me? But I can't hear you. Check, 1, 2, 3, check. But I can't hear you. All right, so we're having microphone issues now. It's just one of those nights here on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. All right, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. Okay. Log out.
Now?
No, I got you now. I can hear you now.
Okay. Wonderful. I took it off my AirPods then.
Sometimes that happens with the AirPods. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it works perfect with guests, and sometimes it doesn't. So it's not you, but like I said, the link said the show ended. I mean, I don't know what's going on tonight, but once again, I got you here, Javonte. Always a pleasure, and like I said, you've grown up to be an outstanding young man. Kids around here need to look up you. You're back coaching. You're giving back. You're on the baseball field after you just worked 2 jobs. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me on the show, Coach, man. It's always a pleasure. But just giving back and pouring back into the community that helped me get to the point that I'm at now and get to college and everything. So I make time to have time, for everyone that did the same for me.
Well, I mean, you just went blank there, but you're back. Okay. But you're involved in so many things. You're back helping with the city with the Chatham County area with sports. You got some the McGreen mentorship youth program still going on. How many other things you got involved?
No, it's a lot. I just try to stick to the calendar, have a regimen, have a program, and just make time for things that will help others. Because I like to look at myself as a helper. And just make time for it and get adequate amount of sleep and go from there.
I mean, yeah, I know you're the type of guy that wants to give back, and giving back to these kids is what it's all about. And, Frank Kearse, you remember Frank Kearse, right?
Yeah.
He's going into the Greater Savannah Athletic Hall of Fame. I mean, it's just great watching these guys play high school, go play pro ball, and now they're back getting inducted here. But why I wanted to get on, because I know you and I are very excited. We saw Tyrone Scott catch a touchdown pass for the Washington Defenders in the UFL. And, I mean, it's just special seeing these guys. And you play with these guys. So what does it mean when you see these guys that you grew up with making it like that?
Man, every time I see Tyrone on TV, if I'm at like a sports bar grill or I'm downtown, I see him on the TV screen at B&D Burger, I tell everybody, he's the reason I got to college. Because I threw the ball to him in the heat of the moment, and he would come down and catch it. But, man, I'm just super proud of guys like Tyrone and Calvin Turner Jr. that are just still playing the game at, a professional level. They all came from our rec departments here, the middle school, high school, and, we're blessed enough to receive scholarships and go and excel in college and do good things. And it's just great to see those guys, still playing ball at the professional level. It's, some of the things we talked about and and probably in our eyes joked about as a kid, but they're actually turning into, real life. So I just love seeing those guys on TV balling still.
Yeah, but what about all these young guys now balling? I mean, you were one of the coaches with Luke, with Jake Berklinger, and now we got Luke Cromenhawk. I mean, just all these guys, and Champ. What's Champ? Right. Right. I mean, he's still playing, and you got the Deloche brothers playing football and basketball. It's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's so good to see, just Savannah be such a talent-rich area for all sports. But I mean, football holds a special place in all of our hearts. But just seeing it just be like a talent-rich area that coaches are coming to recruit from, and these guys are going and making impacts on these rosters from day one. So that's a good thing, and that's just showing the potential and all their hard work and dedication from them and their parents is showing whenever they get to college and continue to play from there.
All right, if you're just tuning in, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Had a couple of glitches with the links getting out to my guest. If you're waiting for Parker McCoy, he is in the green room now. He got hooked up, sent him a new link like I did Javonte. That's why these guys didn't come on when I wanted them to come on. So he's waiting.
Hey,
he's going to come on after the kid.
AirPods.
Yeah, AirPods aren't very good, Parker. So Javonte's just saying that. So just hang tight. And there's another kid, baseball, North Carolina. I mean, Carter Holton up there at Vanderbilt. They're all over the place. It's simply amazing. But I know when you were in high school, you didn't have the NIL, name, image, likeness. And, these guys are reaping the benefit now. So how do you think this is affecting recruiting and affecting these kids now that are playing high school sports?
Well, I think it just opens up another avenue, and it's just all about perspective on how it's viewed, if it's positive, if it's negative, or if it doesn't have an effect on anything. I know, just individuals are, and talking about athletes. So athletes, go through a lot. They spend a lot of time working out. They spend a lot of time, just embracing that grind that oftentimes athletes do feel like as though they should be compensated more than just, a free education, which is a lot. I don't want to get on here and people cancel me because I'm saying that's not enough, but a free education, which is worth thousands and thousands, $100,000. But, some athletes do feel like they are, I don't want to use the word entitled, but have worked hard enough to, earn some compensation for some of the things they do off the field. And just athletes definitely have big enough brands that, could be profitable and could be something that a business could utilize to increase their revenue or increase their brand awareness and their business name altogether. And I do think that is something for athletes to be compensated for, in the sense of just athletes thinking that they should base their college decisions or their next move on the amount of money that can come in an NIL deal. I don't necessarily know how I would feel on that, or even if I would be comfortable making a decision like that as an athlete. But if I was in a position, where I had, let's say, 80 point something K followers on Instagram, and my followers happen to be a target market for a jewelry company, or my followers happen to be a target market for a shades brand or something like that, and that company did want to compensate me or give me free items or discounted rates for some of their products in exchange for some posts, I would love to do that. And it's just because I would have the platform for it. And I do know oftentimes the guys who get the broadest platforms are the guys who produce the most, so it happens to come with it. So it just ties into their play, meaning that they should get X amount of dollars, when I think that isn't what the NIL thing began with. It began with guys and girls, I don't want to be one-sided, but women athletes and male athletes who have large enough platforms to utilize their following to monetize, rather than just it being based on their play and their production.
And now, from what we're reading and what we're hearing, the NIL deals are keeping some of these kids in school longer. Basketball, It used to be 1 year and gone. Now you're going to get more money to stay in college. I mean, it's, is it a positive avenue? Is it a positive thing to look at? It might be. But like you said, hey, you played 4 years of college ball. Both sons played 4 years of college ball, and they didn't get compensated. And yes, my youngest son, baseball, never got a full scholarship. He's lucky if he averaged $2,000 a year. That's right, people. Baseball players do not get money to play college baseball. Okay, now
Exactly.
my oldest son, walk on, paid his way through. Then his last year of football at Georgia Southern, he got a half a year scholarship, which was great. But you know what? Like you said, you lived it. You got to get money to live. You got to get money for clothes. You got to take care of car insurance, car payments. You know, kids like, you know, that need the money. And whether it's males or females, they should be compensated. But I just, like you said, it's all based on how many clicks. And, you know, I think also it's based on how talented you are, too, and where you wind up. So I think it might be a good thing to keep some of these kids in school.
Yep. And I mean, keep them in school mean more kids will, you know, graduate with a degree. So if the NIL money runs out, they're able to go and sit down at an interview and be, you know, a competitive candidate for any of these job possibilities out here.
All right, last thing we talked about on the phone, the transfer portal. You think that's going to change the landscape of college sports? And I think it just came out today. The NCAA is coming out with a policy that you can transfer. If you transfer, you're eligible right away with certain qualifications, which I don't remember off the top of my head. I heard that today too.
Yeah, I mean, I would go on your show and I would say that I'm pro transfer portal in the sense of, you know, I mean, college coaches get jobs in the middle of seasons all over the place and they take them. And, you know, they aren't like binded to the 4 years that, you know, you essentially are when you sign a national letter of intent. But, you know, just things don't always, you know, work out. And also things do work out. So, I mean, you know, I definitely support, you know, the transfer portal, and I think it's a great idea. I don't know if I know there can be continuous like regulations put on it, but I mean, I do think that an athlete, especially that, you know, just pours their all into, you know, being, you know, able to produce and excel on the field or match or course or whatever, I do think that they should be able to, if something isn't working out, be able to make the decision to, you know, just regroup and potentially, you know, not shop around, but like, you know, go and vet some programs, some coaches to see if they fit there. Because at the end of the day, you know, if there's a coach that's at a Division II institution and then one of his buddies gets hired as a coordinator at a Division I school and he knows that this guy knows X's and O's really well, he's like, hey, we got a job opportunity over here and it's going to pay you about $150,000 more per year. I mean, that coach is gonna immediately, you know, uproot his family, sell his car, you know, and move. So I think, in a sense, that should be offered to the student athletes as well, and not in the way that they can like attend 4 different schools all throughout their college career and leave with enough gear to last a lifetime, but just in the sense that we're like, you know, if it makes sense for an individual to, you know, actually go out and see if they'll fit in another scheme or see if they will be able to get a degree at this school and represent this school athletically. I do think that is something that should have happened earlier, to be quite honest, because I know there was a lot of incidents where, like, you know, women and men would want to transfer and their coaches or the athletic departments wouldn't sign whatever waiver to let them go, and they had to sit out a year and then actually have to pay for school that year and miss a year of training with the team, traveling, and they would get out of it and not be interested in sport by the time it came around the next year. So I'm glad that, you know, this has grown into what it is, and that it's an avenue for the athletes.
Yeah, I agree with you. And, you know, I got Parker waiting here, and I didn't want to keep you long, but here's, you're back in giving back. You're working for the Chatham County Recreation Department, right? Okay, so you grew up through the youth leagues here in Savannah. So what role do you think the local sports communities play in supporting and nurturing this young talent to aspire to get to college or be a professional athlete outside the NIL? How does that help these guys and girls?
I mean, you know, so I just spoke to one of the coaches here in our Chatham County League, and if you're watching the show or listening, Coach Patrick, he coaches for the Farm Club Braves in Chatham County Parks and Recreation League. And I just told him I commended him, you know, for volunteering his time to be out here. I didn't know if he had a grandchild or a child out here, and, you know, it actually doesn't matter because he's out here volunteering his time. So just the fact that these coaches are taking the time out of their, you know, long, busy days and away from their family to nurture these student athletes and help build their athletic careers, but more importantly, just help them become, better young men and women. Because at the end of the day, you can hit as many home runs as you want out here on this field, steal as many bases, but it's about what you take away outside of this game. And I do think that, like, the coaches here in our community, especially because I just see all the coaches in up close and personal, they are doing a good job just like trying to develop our athletes to be more than athletes. And that's something that I always preach, and something that I always encourage coaches, young coaches, and just coaches in general to do, because at a certain point, that whistle will stop blowing and that ball will stop rolling. So it's about who you are after that.
Well, Javonte, I know we could do this for 2 or 3 hours because we love talking sports and all the stuff that's going on. It's a crazy world with what's going on with college sports now and the NIL and the transfer portals. Kids deserve to be compensated. I agree 100%. But as far as transfer portal goes, there's got to be restrictions. You just can't jump, like you said, from place to place every year, which, college coaches can do that, but there's got to be some kind of restrictions on what's going on here, because it's going wild. It's like the wild, wild west. It's just crazy.
Exactly. And we don't need any of these mega teams in college where like 3 super good basketball players is all playing. Hey, we're going to go this year, and then a year and a half later, we're going to go here before we go get drafted or something like that. We don't need that.
Right. So anything special you're involved in it, you want to let the community know that they need to get in touch with?
Nothing right now. Just if individuals see me here at any of the sports leagues, just speak. And, if you have any questions about ball, like I said, like you said, I played Little League, middle school, high school, college, and I worked in professional baseball at Tampa Bay Rays. So if there's any questions about anything going on or any clarification with anything, I'm an open book, and I'm ready to share and talk ball with anyone.
And you're there for the kids, which is great. You're giving back to where you came from. So keep it up. You have always made everybody proud. I'm proud of you, buddy. You're no longer the kid. You're the man now. You know that. You're the man now.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate everything you're doing.
Hey, thanks for hanging in there. Internet's old guys sometimes don't work right.
All right, now, Coach.
I'll talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Just one of the best athletes that I've ever seen or has come out of Savannah, Georgia. Somebody asked me if I can name my 5 top favorite athletes that I ever coached. I love all these kids. I can't give you 5 names. I got kids in New York. I got kids here in Georgia. I can't give you any names. But we will not go to commercial break because this young man has been waiting patiently. For some reason, the internet link said the show had ended 35 minutes ago, but we got him hooked up. Just so you know, he's been at Benedictine playing baseball for 4 years. He's a standout baseball player. He made a big splash his sophomore year. He's, highly regarded by his teammates, his coaches. I think right now, can correct me. I think the last I saw on Max Prep, he was batting .338, 4-0 on the mound, 2.51 ERA, 30 innings pitched, 48 strikeouts. He's just having a great season. And Benedictine will play a home playoff series next week because they clinched the second place in that tough Region 3, 4A. But he's dedicated to the game. And as Coach Pasquale told me last week when he was nominated for the Player of the Week, the John Carr Seaport Real Estate Player of the Week on the PrepSportsReport.com, he's just the team player. He's the glue that, keeps Benedictine baseball together. He's been doing it for 4 years. So I'm glad this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week from Benedictine Military School, senior Parker McCoy. Oh, and he's also committed to play baseball at North Carolina. Parker, I'm sorry about all the issues. I don't know why the link said the show ended 34 minutes ago or whatever it was when you tried to link in there.
No, it's all good. I was waiting. I was a little confused. I was about to send you over a text, but we're all good now.
You see, I'm getting old, so I usually ask, your coach or Coach Holland for your cell number just in case something like this happens. And, of course, I forgot to do it with you. But, hey, we're on. So you're having a great season. Congratulations. And, first of all, congratulations. North Carolina, Tar Heels, pretty special baseball program out there. It's got to be an exciting time for you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm really excited to go up there in June. And, we got to get through this season first with BC.
Yeah, I know that. And at least you definitely got one home series next week. Are you excited about that?
Yes, sir. I'm super pumped. It's going to be since we're 2 seed, maybe could be our last home series in the playoffs. So hopefully we show out.
Now, you never know which side of the bracket you get on. You might get lucky with it. So, all right, your senior year, You have North Carolina in your pocket. You signed back in November, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what were your goals coming into the season, and have you achieved those goals? And I know what you're looking for the team to do is to win the state championship, but what was your goals coming into this year?
Well, my goals, really, was to help my teammates around me to get better. Well, to leave a mark, even when I'm gone, to help my teammates remember me as someone who would help them and help them at any time when they're struggling.
Well, that seems like Coach Pascal has said that you're there to help those guys. You're the guy that senior leadership. So you have to be able to balance your academics and your career, your athletic career. I mean, pitching, batting. So how do you balance all this at the same time? And it's pretty rigorous over there as far as academics go too, right?
Yes, sir. Our coaches do a great job of preparing me and my teammates and everyone around us. Honestly, we're always prepared for whatever comes our way. But pitching and hitting they're definitely fun. I don't know. It really just comes to me. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy.
Well, you better find the time management, because up in North Carolina, you're going to be doing academics, and every time you turn around, there's going to be something with baseball. So it's going to be pretty intense. So share your insights on how the group of seniors over there have led this program this year. And I know you guys had a tough region. You took one from Wayne County, didn't you?
Yes, sir, we did.
So how did as a group, how did you guys mold these younger guys to follow along with you guys?
Well, our team itself is very young. We have only 2 starters that are seniors in the starting lineup. So, Cole and I, we've been trying to take on the role of being a leader overall on and off the field, no matter what. And it's really helped the young guys, develop as a player and as a person. Just like Javonte said last, I saw him say that the ball ends up stopping at some point. So it's what you take away from the field. So that's been our main goal as a senior class, is to help the young guys develop, obviously on the field, but off the field too.
Nice. And, coming into this season, was there any one area you were focusing on? Was it on your defense? Was it your pitching? Was it your hitting? What did you focus coming into the season?
I got a feedback from a few coaches over the summer and said I need to work on my defense. That's really what I've been focusing on, obviously working on all aspects at every chance I get, but really putting an emphasis on the defense and mobility.
Now, they got you at third base?
Yes, sir.
Playing the hot corner. Yeah, you got to have quick reflexes for that too. So, and also fielding as a pitcher. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into defense. And you know what? It's like any sport. Whatever team makes the most mistakes or most errors usually loses. So that's one area that a lot of people don't work on, and especially baseball players. They work on the hitting, they work on the pitching. So work on that feeling. If you're just tuning in, Parker McCoy, Benedictine Military School, senior baseball player, didn't just sign, but committed and signed back in November to play in North Carolina. Had an unbelievable game last week, big pitch on the mound, big win for them, and that's why he's this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete of the Week. So North Carolina, okay, they recruited you. They have confidence in your abilities. What factors led you to choose to become a Tar Heel, and what are you most looking forward to when you get there?
Well, they actually recruited me over the summer, so I got on the phone with Coach Wiersbicki, and it was one of those if you know moments. So I really had a strong connection with him. He's our hitting coach there, so I really enjoyed speaking with him. And after I took my visit, I was kind of like, okay, this place is awesome, and the academics are obviously what they are. So I talked to my parents, talked to my coaches, and we ultimately decided that's what was best for me. And to answer the second part of that question, probably what I'm excited about the most about being there is probably just playing, you know what I mean? Just being a part of that grind. I've heard about it from Justin and Carter, and, they've kind of mentally prepared me for it. So.
Well, you just said it. You reading Dennis Knight's article in the Savannah Morning News, you stated that you look up to those former teammates. How has their leadership and mentorship influenced your develop as a player and a leader?
Well, obviously they're 2 great players that came through BC before me, and I was a little underclassman when they were balling up at for VC. So I've always looked up to those guys. Justin obviously was there when I was a sophomore. We had a good little duo going there for a little bit, but yeah, they're great. They're great guys off the field, on the field, like I said, and I mean they've just held me prepared mentally for what's to come and college athletics, balancing that academically and athletically. Obviously, with Justin being at Georgia and Carter being at Vanderbilt, two very strong academic schools. So yeah, that's really it. And I've talked to Justin about some of the senior leadership pressures and such, and he's helped me guide through some of those struggles we've had early on the season.
Hey, that brothership always comes through, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
All right. So you just mentioned, and I'm going to tell everybody, I've been meaning to post this, but I found out from one of the Benedictine fans that Justin Thomas, Georgia, went down the Florida coast. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's playing junior college baseball. But he's committed to go to Arkansas. Not a bad deal. I mean, Georgia, Arkansas, great baseball programs.
Yes, sir. I'm really excited for him. Once I found out, I texted immediately. I was like, "Congrats, dude!" And hopefully he makes a splash in the draft this year. But I mean, he's breaking records down there. So
he's hitting the ball all over the place. I mean, he's hot with the bat. Okay, all right. Senior year, new head coach. How's Coach Pasquale, adjusted to you guys, and how you guys adjusted to him? Because we know he's definitely different than Coach Farmer.
Oh yeah. So him and his coaching staff has done a great job preparing us since August, really, for our first game and helping us guide us through the season. So they've done a great job so far. And our team really is really connected to Coach Pasquale because he knows the difference between when to treat us like a friend and when to treat us like a coach or mentor or whatever you want to say. That's what I really admire about him is he's one of our friends at most points until we need someone that can guide us the right way. So that's how our team's really adjusted. And we had a couple years with him before he became a head coach. So it wasn't too terribly crazy. Nothing crazy has really changed, except he's obviously head coach now. And he's always been one of our friends, and we really enjoy him around.
You want to give any credit to any other coaches like Coach Farmer, or you're traveling? I mean, you played perfect game. Any other coaches you want to mention and give some credit to?
Well, all my coaches have played some sort of role in my journey through travel baseball and school baseball and every level of baseball I've played. So, I mean, there's so many. I can't name one specific coach. That's, they're all great.
You learn from everybody. I mean, that's a great point. If you're just tuning in, it's the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. I'm talking to this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week from Benedictine Military School, senior baseball player Parker McCoy, who just, not just, but in November committed to play at North Carolina, the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Okay, so tell us about the experience of Benedictine and playing sports at Benedictine. I mean, I've had a ton of you guys come on here, and you guys usually say the same thing, but what's it like playing sports there and being there?
Well, everyone always talks about that brotherhood we have there, but it's definitely goes between the walls of the hallways and such, but it also goes between the lines. Same rules apply. So yeah, our teammates are like our brothers. We love them. We'll be hard on them, hold them accountable, stuff like that. It's really straight to the point. We're all brothers. We love each other. We want what's best for each other, and yeah.
And you could always turn and talk to them when they leave too, which is pretty neat. There's that bond that'll be there forever for you. All right, so reflecting your time at Benedictine, it's your fourth season. What's the most moment as far as baseball goes at Benedictine Military School?
Man, there's been plenty. I really enjoyed watching Carter and Bubba face off freshman year. That was a pretty cool moment, seeing two potential draft picks facing off against each other in Final Four. So that was pretty awesome. And then probably every chance I've got to hit a homer or do something special to help the team win.
There's a lot of them. You'll have a lot of memories that'll last you a lifetime. And all right, so we got a younger baseball player. You want to give him, what advice would you give that younger player who aspires to follow the footsteps as Carter Holton, as Justin Thomas, as Parker McCoy, getting to that next level? What would you tell them they needed to do to get there?
Well, first of all, nothing comes without hard work. That's what all my coaches told me throughout my career. I mean, it's been hours upon hours upon hours in the cages and the weight room and all sorts of stuff, preparing your body to hit its max performance, but really just staying with the grind and never giving up about what your dreams are and what you want to do with your life, and whether that be with baseball or whether that be with college or a job or anything. Just do it to the best of your abilities and be able to perform at your max abilities.
All right, and I'm not going to forget this one, but besides your baseball family, your brothers at Benedictine, your coaches, you got to tell us about your family. What has your family meant to your career up to this point, and how are they going to follow you up there to North Carolina?
Yeah, my family's been great. They've taken me to every travel ball tournament. I've had every bat in the world that a kid could ever dream of, at every accessory. You know how it goes with all the little kids and stuff. But they've definitely played a great role in my life with baseball. They've never ever complained once about having to take me anywhere or long hours at the ballpark or anything to do with that. They've been great. No complaints. They're the best parents in the world when it comes to that.
All right, and last one. Shout out to your teammates. Now that you're the older guy, like Carter Holton and Justin Thomas, how about your shout out to this year's baseball team? Anybody you want to give some acknowledgement to?
Yeah, I feel like Landon Ludwig is the next up. He's been very, very, very good for us this year. I think he's batting .430 with some close to a state record in strikeouts. I'm not sure what the exact number is, but he's having a really good year, and he's probably one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. I mean, I say that full-heartedly. He's probably one of the best I've ever met in my life. So I want to shout out Landon Ludwig.
Nice. All right, lastly, okay, like you said, the ball's going to go in the closet, the bat and ball in the middle go in the closet, and you got to think about what you're going to do in your future. So what are your aspirations, goals after your career? Hopefully college, and you never know, a little MLB in the show. What's your aspirations after all this is over?
Yeah, I'm hoping obviously to make it to the show one day. That's every kid's dream. But I want to do something in sports medicine, help athletes like me have been injured or something along those lines. We're not really sure yet. Don't have it all figured out, but something along those lines.
Oh, so we could have Dr. Parker McCoy, eh?
Maybe.
Well, Parker, you've had a great career. I've loved watching you grow. And now that you're going to be in the playoffs and I'm done coaching whatever I'm coaching Islands, I'll get out there next week to watch you play. But you've done a great job. You've been a great example of what a high school athlete is, and keep up the great work, and can't see what you do. It's not yet, but I can't wait to see what you do in North Carolina like those other two guys we've been talking about. But that's why you're this week's Wetherington Chiropractic Clinic Athlete Week. Great job. Look forward to seeing you next week. And you still got to say it. It's go K-Dets, right?
Go K-Dets. Sir, thank you for having me.
Hey, I'm sorry about all the glitches, but it worked out perfect. Great job. Appreciate you hanging in there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
I mean, you can tell he's a motivated young man, has his head on his shoulders. It's just a great interview with these guys. And, like I was talking to Javonte Middleton when I had him on the show a million times, they're just special. And these are special kids that you don't forget. And, like I said, I had a question asked to me, well, who's your favorite 5 players or athletes of all time that you've coached? There's so many of them. Who's my favorite athlete? I can't give you one. I love coaching kids. I love watching kids. Yesterday, I got a chance to hang out at Islands High School. I got to thank Brandon Collins for letting me, Joey Cardillo, who chose me to be his teacher representative. They had 12 seniors. They picked out 12 teachers. They wanted to come out there and throw the first pitch, and just hanging on the fence brings back a lot of memories of coaching baseball, and listen to the chatter and the chants and the coaches talking strategy. And it's going to be special my whole life. I just can't come up with one player, but I'm sorry about the glitches. I'm sorry about the opening of the show being a little chaotic, a little novice, as some people tell me I am, which, you know what? I'm being a novice. I'm having fun. I'm talking local sports. I'm talking to these kids, and that's what it's all about. If I can give them 5, 10, 15 minutes, a chance to do an interview, maybe it'll prepare them later on when they get to another level. It's great. I mean, I can go back to 2005 when I interviewed Brian Harmon. Brian Harmon, 2005 at Savannah Christian before he graduated. And now look at him. I mean, and I know he's got a big time life now, but you know what? Just watching him and watching these guys and even the players that don't make it big time, watching them, it's just special. Whether it's Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, it's been what my life's been all about, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I'd do it all over again. All right, as far as it goes, that's the show. Okay, Wednesday nights right here on the Coach's Corner Sports Network. There are 2 shows now. Okay, it's of course Rubbin' and Grubbin, who leads in on Wednesday nights from 6 to about 7 o'clock. And then it's yours truly, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, follows right behind Brandon Bain, the Atlanta man, the guy that has a plethora of knowledge of NASCAR. I don't know how because you see, people, I'm here with about 10 pages of notes. I have to do my research. I have to find out the information so I don't forget. He sits up here with no paper. He looks at his phone every now and then, but he's got nothing in front of him. Got to give him a lot of credit. That's Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Check it out on YouTube. Subscribe to it, okay? And then yours truly, the Karl DeMasi Sports Report, follows right after that. So we'll go from there. But it's always a lot of fun. Like I said, soccer playoffs this week, tennis playoffs this week, baseball starting next week, golf, bass fishing, track, lacrosse. Well, lacrosse will start next week too. So baseball and lacrosse kick in next week. So golf, track, bass fishing. That's right, bass fishing. We got a number of players that are a number of athletes from Savannah that do the bass fishing tournament. I'll get into more of that next week. So that's all that's going on. It's coming to the end of the year. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. Other than that, like I say every show, please say a prayer for what's going on in this crazy world. History repeats itself over and over again. I just hope it's not like it was 70 years ago. It's just crazy, or 80 years ago. So hopefully the youth won't have to deal with what my parents had to deal with. And of course, my father, who enlisted in World War II and made it back with a Purple Heart. But it's just a crazy world. Please say a prayer for everything that's going on. All right. Like I say, whatever you're doing today, tomorrow, always hit it at the park. And until I talk to you next week, may it be your best week ever. God bless, be safe, and as always, it's the Coach's Corner Sports Network. Talk to you next week, hopefully without all the glitches.